When I look deep in your eyes, I swear I can see your soul. number 21. Number 21, the Cropredy Special. Cheers! I hope you enjoyed the start of the show tonight. That was Sometimes by James, as performed by Nick Parker and friends, me included. And I feel quite honoured to be amongst Nick Parker's friends. He's one of the good guys. If you've never seen Nick Parker before, check out his stuff. He's very prolific on YouTube, and he's just one of the good guys. That was raising money for the Marie Curie Cancer Care Trust as well. So if you find Nick's YouTube page, all the details are on there, and that's also going out to it's going out to Nick, obviously, and all the people that were in it. But also to Chris Burns, because it's his birthday, and his friends asked if I would do that, and also Simon Porter, who likes that song. Right, I'm gonna crack on. Let's do it. I mean, we've got a lot to fit in tonight. There's a whole heap of everything coming your way. So I'm gonna start with this. I'm gonna put my headphones on because it means that I can hear me tracking that, and. Fingers crossed this will work. This is the opening track from... Oh, well, I remember, Jenny Parsons said, please show us your badges. Well, tonight, Jenny, I'm wearing one that I got given to me at Cropredy that says, go folk yourself. Not very polite, is it? And I've also got one with Richard Ayoade as Maurice Moss from the IT crowd. So there you go. Hey up, devil. You alright? It's not a talker. Right. Are you ready? Let's do this. Go! I really like to grow me on up down the allotment. You sow some, you grow some, and it's just the thing for me. It's a way to pass the day while breaking up the loamy clay. I won't be tending to raise beds, no, you'll find me in my shed, cause it's the place of space, alright! Here I spend the summer months, I'm hiding from me missus, growing rhoda beans while she claims they're gone to seed. I've got a massive pair of melons, yes, they're tasty in the cantaloupe. I'll ask her round to moan, cause what I'm bringing home is a five a day. I tell you how me garden grows, I've got a pair of dirty hoes, and now me marrow's nice and weighty even with this British weather. I'm quite the Alan T-Smosh, go for a devil. I don't take me plot for granted. Sow 'em and reap 'em, levelling the land again. With me plums to fertilise, yes, they're getting big, they're twice the size. I even met me own compost in this outhouse where I'm boss, cause it's the place of space, alright? Shit up. Cheers. Those are drinking at home. Cheers. I'm on the what am I on tonight? It's the Marston Pedigree. Other drinks are available. Right. Okay. So, like I say, it's quite a choppy show tonight. Lots going on. And the first item on our agenda of things going on, other than the fact that you can donate down here if you want to get involved in the shit raffle.
Is it choppy or is it fast and furious?
It's fast and, choppy. Whenever I say choppy, I meant that in a good way. Not like in a kind of North Sea kind of way. More like everything quite, Fast and Furious is the word I was looking for. Yeah, Mavis is not impressed. There's going to be a lot of that tonight. So if you do want to donate to the shit raffle, you can do, and you could win a CD or download down here, and obviously it keeps the Doonican alive for another week, and allows us to keep doing this. So anyway, let's go over to our roving reporter.
And I'm back again for Big NEET in News. It's show number 21, would you believe it? And tonight I'm actually going to be throughout the show. I'm really making my mark now. Anywho, I've got a really action-packed show for you on my news, and I've got lots of guests. Well, I've got 3 anyway, and you'll never guess who it is. I'm really excited. Let's get started. Well, hello there. I seem to have got 3 Doonicans in front of me. It's amazing. This is like a triple scoop. It's like a Neapolitan. Goodness me. I'd like to just ask you all a little bit about your memories of Cropredy 2018, because for obvious reasons, we're not going to be at Cropredy this year. So starting with Alan, what were your most biggest memories of Cropredy 2018, and thinking about how you actually prepared for it?
Thank you for putting the first question to me, Gloria. I was really excited. It was actually because Cropredy was the first festival I ever went to. Way back in 1994 or something like that. Roy Harper played that year. So the thought of playing at the first festival I'd ever been to was just blew my mind. So I was so giddy months before we even got through the gates.
Did you have to think about which knitwear you're going to wear on that particular occasion?
You're not wrong. That is because I knew it was a special event, and I wanted to save. I think I'm not sure. I think I had the first wearing of a new tank top for that special day actually, and it will always be. I will always remember it because of that. But it was lovely. The bigness. It was big.
It was a whopper.
Mm.
Well, what about Bjorn? Because I hear it on the grapevine that young Bjorn was actually quite a confident little chappy there. What were your memories of it and thinking about this big event?
Yeah, I remember it that these two were very nervous, and I was the solid core of the band that kept everyone's stuff together. Held the show. Really, I was essential that day.
You were like Swedish glue.
Like Swedish glue, like a little, I'm the melted horse that holds the Doonicans together.
That's amazing. So you weren't phased in any way by it then?
I was just really giddy the entire time. I'd been to Cropredy a few years before, so I kind of knew that it was the big stage, and I was really excited to be on the big tellies next to the stage. That's always a nice thing.
They were massive screens, weren't they? What about Scott Doonican? What was your first memory of it, and the sheer size and magnitude of the occasion?
Well, I suppose unlike
I've just got to stop you there. I'm quite impressed with them. A big word, but you can carry on now.
Unlike the other two, I'd never been to Cropredy. So Alan had been, years ago when he was a young lad. Bjorn had been years ago when he was a young lad, and I'd never been. And to be honest, when we got there and I saw how big it was, I was just like, oh my God, it's massive. The biggest crowd ever. It's just like, it was just huge. Though I do remember just before we went on stage, how Alan obviously said that we were all a bit on the nervous side, and Bjorn was dead. Bjorn said he was dead solid. He was. And I remember saying just before we went on, oh my God, this is the biggest thing we've ever done. And I remember Bjorn saying to me, look, you spent all these years playing little pubs like you're playing in a stadium. Just go out and play the stadium. And then we did, didn't we?
We did.
Oh, bless him. It's like wise words from the young Skywalker there. He's looking very Swedish tonight as well. Never mind. Anyhow, if we're thinking about that gig, and the first song you actually sang was Massage in a Brothel, what were you thinking?
Bit saucy. Bit saucy for that crowd.
To be honest, I mean, 9 out of 10 times with these kind of things, I do tend to be the person that ends up picking the set list on these occasions. And I'll be honest, I didn't necessarily think it through. Did I actually ask you guys what to put in? Did we have that discussion? I can't remember if we did.
I remember.
But yeah, we do open a lot of festival sets with massage because it's there's no bad language in it. It's straight and to the point, and if you can cope with that, you can cope with most of what's about to come your way for the next hour. So that's kind of what we just thought. Let them have it. And so we did, didn't we? We did.
Yeah. It sets out the flavour that you're going to keep in your mouth for the next 40 minutes.
Stall. It sets out the stall.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what that flavour would be, but it seemed to work.
So Gloria, are we going to watch a bit of us at Cropredy?
Oh, that'd be great.
Bossy again there, aren't you? Yes, I think we will be. We'll be watching a bit of us at Cropredy, and I'll be back again soon to talk about the next song.
You know, whenever we ask for smoke on the rider. How you doing, Cropredy? Shit up. Oh.
Oh dear.
This is just mental.
The non-swearing rule.
By show of hands, how many people have seen us before? How many people have never seen us before?
That seems about even.
We're the Bar-Steward sons of Doonican. We've come out from Barnsley to play for you today. Is there anyone here from Barnsley? You missed your bus. We're going to sing you a song to open up the show that's dedicated to anyone that's ever been on a lad's holiday and left a mate behind. Lost in Amsterdam, so drunk that I can't see. Oh, and I can't find me mates, there's no one left but me. Oh, and on those cobbled streets, I slipped and put me back. Ow, and I could hardly move, all I could do was shout. A lass walked up to me, she was ever so polite. She said my name's Roxanne under crimson neon lights. She held me to my feet and walked me up some stairs to a small red apartment. It was then that I got scared. I'd send an SMS to me bird, but I know that she go completely berserk. I'm looking pretty Biscuit. She said you better grow up. And took me when it started with a massage in a brothel. 1, 2, 3, sing! Massage in a brothel, yeah. Well, I woke face down, got up to get my coat, and I knew by then it was time to depart. But as she blocked the door, she was all dressed in leather, yeah, with a gimp mask and a riding crop. She'll break more than my heart. I'd send an SMS to me bird, but I know that she got completely berserk, and I know that Roxanne did not stop, and I could hardly stand up, and my back felt worse after that massage in a brothel. Sing it, Cropredy! 1, 2, 3, sing! Wow. I woke up next morning, I don't believe what I saw. Whips and chains and rubber objects scattered round the floor. It was then that I screamed at the top of my voice. Ah! As she gave me a laceration right across my clothes. I sent an SMS to me bird, but I know that she got completely berserk, and I'm looking pretty messed up. Just say, will you
out in a brothel.
One more time, Cropredy. Cheers. Oh, you lovely.
Wow. Yeah, right, nice.
And there we go. Thank you very much to Gloria for her first of quite a lot of interview stuff tonight. We had a lot of fun talking to Gloria this week. What's Gloria up to at the minute, Amanda? Do you know?
I think she's having a lie down.
She's I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, she must be now.
Shattered.
She's jiggered, is she? Right. Movie. Oh, that massage in a brothel was dedicated to Amanda On. While I remember, like I say, it's going to be a choppy show. I need to remember things. Right. Okay then.
Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious was the words I was looking for. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cheers. 1 minute. So I've realised my drink's underneath my microphone. Cheers. You can't see it at home, but there is actually a microphone right here. Not to mic me groin up, but to mic my guitar up. Right, okay. This is going out to John Shanks, because a bit like me, he can't stand Gary Barlow. Gary Barlow, get on your bike, stop trying to pull the world over the public sides with that super smug grin that shines from you. All I do is pray you pay your taxes, along with Starbucks too. For all your millions in your OBE, not a single thing you've done has done a thing for me. And through the years everything's changed but you, and I've no idea how you're still standing, but I'm gonna blame Lulu. Well, don't you know I can't stand him, it's true to say I never did. But for good, let it shine, or any of his other shit. No, I can't stand him after all his crimes. Ever since he formed Take That in 1989. No, I can't stand him. See? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well done. No, I can't stand it. Go on, people. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The walls of glimpse of hope in 1996, cause it looked like your pop career had had its chips. But even Robbie Williams wouldn't take you down, and by the time that you released The Circus, I hope the killer clowns. Well, don't you know I can't stand him, it's true to say I never did. Hey, she's sorry like my fire, or any of his other shit. No, I can't stand him after all these crimes. And then he went to reform Take That in 2005. No, I can't stand him, sing it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go on, sugar. No, I can't stand him, sing it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well done. Galloping solo. Don't you know I can't stand him, it's true to say I never did. As a judge on the X Factor, I always thought he was a tit. No, I can't stand him after all his crimes. And now he's left with Mark and Howard, can't he call it time? No, I can't stand him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I can't stand him, singing people. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I can't stand it, go on, frog. No, I can't stand him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's a git. Oh, I've not played that for a bit. That was fun. That like I say, was for John Shanks. This next one is going to be introduced by the lovely Gloria McGlumver.
Hello, I'm back again. I'm back again to introduce the next song, which I think is going to be Nando's. But I've not got anything on my plate at all at the minute. But talking about that, what about your rider? This again to Alan. Did you have a rider?
We did. I think we've got some very nice beers, didn't we, Scott?
I think we did, yeah. There was.
And we got some food as well. Very nice food as well.
We weren't meant to get anything because we sent them a rider, and then the lovely Martin Alcott kind of went and had a word with the people backstage and got something sorted, which was lovely of him because they weren't going to leave us anything. They just gave us some chairs. And they were nice.
You can't munch on them, can you? Do you remember anything about the rider, Bjorn?
I remember after the gig, because we drunk all the beer on the rider shortly after we came off stage in kind of the excited frenzy of it all. So that when we went to do the signing at the signing tent halfway up the field, we had no beer left. So the lovely people who worked there kept bringing us beer. It was great.
I forgot all about that. We were drunk as monkeys by the end of it. Or I was. I don't know about you.
Hey, we were there a long time though, weren't we?
We were.
We started a lot of things. It was very nice.
I know that we were there that long that who was the next person? Was it Will Varley who was the next person to come to the signing tent? And him and his band were waiting to get in, but they were still trying to get down our queue, which was just nuts. I mean, that was nice. That was a nice moment, wasn't it?
It was lovely.
Just showing off now. Anyway, I think that probably leads into the fact that after all that drink, that was the only reason you may have fancied a Nando's. So we'll link to that song now. We'll move swiftly into it, and then we'll be back again in a bit. Bye.
I should introduce the band, ladies and gents, all the way from hurdy-gurdy in Sweden. It's Mr. Bjorn Doonican, sir.
Hello, Cropredy. You are looking wonderful this afternoon. Is it afternoon?
It is afternoon. You started drinking, so it's definitely afternoon. Is anybody else drinking? Well, we may as well start as we mean to go on. For those that are drinking, cheers!
Cheers! Cheers.
And a man who needs no introduction in most circles, but maybe some of you don't know him today. Ladies and gents, it's Alan Doonican.
Oh, what you like? You love. Well, I'm really touched, Cropredy. I'm really touched. It's been said before. Really, it's fantastic to be here. The last time I was here was in 1994 at my first ever festival, and I sat up there in that top left-hand corner. Give us a wave if you're up there in the left-hand corner.
They can't hear us.
Oh, no, they're waving. They're waving.
Look at that.
That's clearly where the young people still sit.
We're going to sing you another song now that's also available in tune. Hang on. That's all right. Yeah, we'll see how this one goes. You ready, boys? Bjorn's just getting his thing
What's it
done.
about, Scott, this song?
I can't remember.
Isn't it about when you're in love with a fussy eater?
Oh, it is. That's all right. My mind had gone blank because I'm just
It's
looking
too
at
exciting, isn't it?
Do it. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, go. It was dimly lit by candle when I took you out for a romantic night of bliss. The waiter poured the vino blanco. Should have poured it down the sinks. It tasted just too tart. And I looked down at the menu, and what I saw there struck terror in my heart. It could have been in Esperanto. It was all Greek to me. No food should look so mango. You know just where to shove your peri-peri recipe. I closed my eyes and hoped and prayed that what they brought was fish and chips with peas. And there was something on me plate last night. The food was shite at Nando's. I don't know what it was they brought to eat, but it smelled like meat at Nando's. And though it seemed that there was tons of choice, well, I had regrets. And if I had to do the same today, well, I'd say no way to Nando's. I acted smooth like Marlon Brando in The Wild One back in 1953. But me plate looked like John Rambo. Had attacked the lot with an unsharpened machete. And if the chicken was free range, I'm pretty sure that it was not happy. And there was very little I could do. Yes, it tasted poo at Nando's. And it smelled just like a septic tank. Yes, the food was rank at Nando's. And when they brought the bill, my wallet broke into a sweat. If I could forget the smell, I'd say to hell with Nando's. Well, even ABBA wouldn't take a chance. Yes, the food was pants and Nando's. I don't know what it was that took us there, but I found a hair at Nando's, and I tried to block that image out. Well, I can't forget. I wouldn't recommend the pizza wrap. It tasted poor at Nando's. Cha-cha-cha! Wow, thank you. There you go. That was at Nando's from Cropredy when we were at Cropredy. Which obviously tonight being the Cropredy Special, you're gonna see pretty much most of the set from Cropredy, and obviously lots of bits from me, Amanda, and the puppets in between. But yeah, that was it was a lot of fun to do Cropredy. And yeah, we're gutted that we're not there. And I would imagine that if you're watching and you normally are at Cropredy, yeah, to you guys. So I would imagine you're feeling the pain as well at the minute. It's not nice, this whole thing. I mean, obviously, musicians and entertainers are kind of out of the loop, unable to do what we normally do.
We're going underground.
We're going. Oh Jesus!
Sorry. God,
You'll be going underground. You do that again. Be burying you under patio. Oh. Keeping it light. The shit. Oh yeah, the shit raffle. You can if you're new to the show, the shit raffle. Basically, every week you could win a CD or download, and basically all you do is chip in what you can into PayPal. You don't have to, don't have to be much, but I mean, obviously, if you can cover the price of a stamp, it means that we'll at least be able to pay to send it out to you.
Azerbaijan.
Yeah, but obviously, if you do live in Azerbaijan, stick more than a quid in. Anyway, we'll crack on. This one is going out to Julie Roberts and Doug. Because, well, they're just nice people. And I quite like them, so I'm going to play it for them. Oh my, the Portaloos are absolutely minging. Oh yeah, but I have had 3 days of holding it all in. And I know that not pooing is bad for your health, but it's better than shitting yourself. You ready, people? Sing along. Portaloo, well, the festival foods made me bum so sore. Portaloo, well, I've queued up and now I can't shut the door. Portaloo, well, no amount of wet wipes are gonna do. Portaloo, like Russian roulette, I'm not trying you. Whoa, 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 Portaloo, well, there's no way I'm facing the Portaloo. Oh my, I tried to block the smell, but it was stronger. Oh God, there's no loo roll, there's no lights or sanitizer for me hands. Well, it was dark and I've had too much booze. Most of it is all over me shoes. I wasn't drinking toilet cleaner. Portaloo, no way to predict what you've got in store. Portaloo, what horrible things lay behind your door. Portaloo, well, I wish that your contents were out of view. Portaloo, well, I thought it was a fart, but I followed through. Whoa, 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 Portaloo, well, there's no way I'm facing the Portaloo. I'm sorry. I hope this horrible feeling goes off, 'cause I'm desperate and I'm touching cloth. Portaloo, well, I've been defeated, you won the war. Go on, Strutty, do your best dancing. Portaloo, what dirty gets done one on the floor. Beautiful work. Portaloo, well, the smell inside here is like Chester Zoo. Portaloo, well, I'd rather be shot or have a tattoo. Whoa, 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 a Portaloo, or I'd sooner have bird flu in Kathmandu. Everybody, whoa, 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 a Portaloo, and I'm happy to squat for a number 2. Everybody, whoa, 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 a Portaloo, well, I'm never embracing the Portaloo. Cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. So, what's next on the agenda? Well, I think we go. Oh, now this next one's going to be dedicated to the Ozzle Twizzle Peaky Doonicans. because it's Steve Jackson's 60th birthday today. They first met us when we... Oh, thank you very much. Yes, I could join them if it weren't for the fact that they're from Lancashire and I'm not. But yeah, we met them at Cropredy, and they're all a good bunch of lads, and we normally see them when we're up at Preston. Fingers crossed we might see you later in the year, and if not, well, we'll see you when we do it. But who knows? Who knows what the future's going to hold for us all, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, we'll go over to Gloria before everyone dies.
Hello again. We're back with the third song. The third song is just as wonderfully titled. It's titled Man. I don't even know if I can say this. It's Man Piss. It's Man Piss. As it is, that leads us into a lovely link which we prepared earlier. It's faultless, this, and that is the festival toilets, which I think we adhered to a little bit earlier. What were they up to it? Were they up to it, Alan?
They were They are the best festival toilets I've ever seen. They were fabulous. They had neon blue lights, and I don't know about you, but nothing sets off a toilet better than the neon blue lights.
It was like a disco, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was actually in there at the same time. Dave Pegg and Simon Nicol were in there, just the three of us, just before they went on stage.
That was
cozy. And what passed
between
between it, I'll keep to myself, because it was gentleman times, but you know, they were top guys.
So is it wise to say it doesn't matter how many times you shake your peg, a little bit goes down your leg? I hope you didn't shake him in there.
I'll leave you to dig your hole, Gloria.
As long as he didn't shake James, it's all right.
It's gone rogue. It's gone raga. Bjorn, were they up to your standard, the toilets there?
Oh yeah, I'll go anywhere. Me, I'm not fussy.
Well, that's the end of that one then. As it is, I think we'll move swiftly on to Man Piss, and we'll come back later. Bye.
Ladies and gents, we're going to hand you over to the very capable hands of the wonderful Mr. Alan Doonican.
What a guy.
Oh, bless you. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. It's not easy being the eye candy of the band. Sometimes people don't take me seriously as an artiste. Anyway, this next song, I wrote it a long time ago. It's a sad song. It's a lament. It's a lament about a much-loved pair of shoes. And I'm going to play it now, and I play it on the... do you want to start playing it now? Are you ready for me to play it now?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready when you're ready. I hate tiny me new suede shoes, the blue Cuban heels. I saw pints until nature called. The time had come to break the seal. The WC was handy, but when I walked in it begged belief. There must have been a blockage. The urinal had overflowed and leaked, so I was walking in my piss. Wished I was walking 10 feet off of the floor, but I was walking in my piss. And it was too bad to ignore. I had a NEET out in Sheffield. I went to see Motley Crue. I took my place near the front of the stage just to get a right good view. The security laughed suddenly, and so I turned my back on the show. Just as a suspect yellow pint and suddenly took flight and drenched me from head to toe. Yes, I was covered in man piss. It was dripping down my face and onto my shoes, soaked through with man piss, and there was nothing I could do. Well, I was stood there, chuffing, fuming. And my rage, it filled the air. Because my blue suede shoes, that were brand new, well, they hadn't got a prayer. Because they were soaked through a man piss. I went to
to see the doctor because my feet had both turned blue. I've been scrubbing at them for weeks and weeks, and I didn't know what to do. He said, son, it's a chemical reaction. It must have been the dye that leaked from your shoes. But that would need ammonia. Can you give me any clues? Yes, I've been walking in my piss. I know it sounds like a pretty weird thing to do, but I've been walking in my piss. And it doesn't knack in the blue suede shoes, yet they were ruined by my piss. They used to be a deep blue, but now they're pale grey. Faded by my piss. I can't even ship them on eBay. I had to bin my new suede shoes the very next day. I walked round looking sad and blue in the middle of the pouring rain.
Alan Doonican on the keys, ladies
Cheers,
and gentlemen.
ready. And that was Walking in Mampus from Cropredy. Big shout out to Gloria for interviewing me, Alan, and Bjorn. It was nice to see them earlier on in the week when we filmed that along with Gloria. A lot of fun. Alan was having technical issues, trying to get his computer working, but we got there in the end. Right, okay, this one is going out to Paula McCardle and Sophie Watson. Yeah, this is because I know Sophie's a Morris dancer, from what I gather, and I think she's also in a band called Captain Morgan's Rum Do. That's a good name for a band, isn't it? Hey up, Morris, what are you doing? Oh, you brought your hanky. You're going all Richard Digance on her ass, are you?
It's very hard to talk with a handkerchief in your chops.
Okay, right, let's see if we can do this. It hopefully should work. It'll go like this. You can dance if you want to, stomp your clogs and wave a garland high. You can right-hand star your way to the bar and your tank never will run dry. At the old cock and pull-it, join the mummers as they start to mime. And as your sticks ascend, just shake your bell ends, making sure they pull out on time. You can dance. Go on, Morris. Body dance if you want to, it's tradition, it's not a trend. It's a rare old place where a blacked up face is not there to offend. Dance with swords if you want to, face a partner who is parallel. And when you raise your shaft you won't feel so daft, cause the lads are raising theirs as well. And Morris dance with accordion or violin. Morris dance, here your hankies don't go in the bin. Morris dance for solstice or equinox. Take a chance, cause you can prance with your keg tucked into your socks. Come on, Morris dance. Do the Morris dance. Come on, Morris dance. Do the Morris dance. Come on. Hey, seg if you want to, or wear a hobby horse's head. Porn dance like a stag if that is your bag, or dance like a fool instead. On May Day if you want to, you can do it at the village fair. And the size of your pole's a sight to behold when erected for the people there. Morris dance if you're feeling that way inclined. Morris dance like it's $15.99. Morris dance, get your ball drinks out tonight. Morris dance, cause there's nothing wrong with men in tights. Everybody, Morris dance, do the Morris dance. Come on, Morris dance, do the Morris dance. Come on, Morris dance. Come on, Morris, do the Morris dance. 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 How'd you like them apples, Morris?
That's a shameless copy of my catchphrase.
Sorry. What's next? Oh yeah, it's Mark Bennett Doy's birthday, and we're gonna play him this. So over to you, Gloria.
The next song on your set list was Dodworth. I do believe that's not how you pronounce it. I think you said Dodworth, but I'm not a Barnsley lass. Thinking about that, what was the difference between the size of that stage at Cropredy and the stages that you're used to perusing as a band? I'll give that one to Bjorn first, because I keep giving them to Alan and you know, Bjorn matters. So hello, Bjorn.
Hello. Yes. The stage at Cropredy was rather big, but we decided to play it like our regular gigs. So there's a big stage and three of us right in the middle, and that meant that we could all give each other clues as what was going to happen next as we what came off the microphone. But it also I think it honed in everybody, and it was all the footage looked really good because you can see us all in a lot of the shots. It would have been a bit weird if we were all miles away from each other.
I think if we had done that as well, we would have lost some of what we normally have when we do the show, you know, in small venues. Because I think that kind of is the key to what we do, isn't it? You know, it's that tight knit thing of all three of us working off each other. And yeah, I think you're right there, Bjorn. It was definitely there was some of that going on, definitely.
Is there anything that Alan would like to add to that?
Well, we did, I can remember us discussing how we'd enjoy the big stage, and we came to the conclusion that was the best thing to do, not to try and fill it with three of us, but to be the three of us owning the middle of it. That's true.
And
we did use
the rest. We did use the rest of the stage later on.
Oh yeah, well, you've got to, haven't you?
It would have been rude. It would have been rude not to. It certainly would. I do believe that when you played there, you'd got another Barnsley lass on the same show. Was it Kate Rusby, wee little Kate? Was she on there as well?
Yeah, Kate was on, and the Levellers were on as well. So it was actually quite nice to have other people that we knew on the bill. Yeah.
Was there anybody that Bjorn was looking forward to or looking forward to seeing on that same bill?
It's always nice to see Richard Digance, who's one of the original comedian music folky people. You know, we owe quite a bit of what we do to him. So that was nice.
Lovely. And Alan?
Well, Fairport are complete legends, and they can still do it. They're still cracking it out. You know, so it's a privilege to still be able to see them doing what they do best.
And they were a lovely bunch of lads as well.
Oh, they were very down to earth, and they made us feel welcomed, and it was fabulous.
And I'm sure that the people of Dodworth would like them, and I think that links us back into the next song. So we'll move on to She's from Dodworth, and then we'll be back again in a bit. Bye.
Scott's going to do a little changeover now to his fancy instrument, and while he does that, I'm going to take an opportunity to just share a little moment with you, Cropredy. Because I came to this festival in 2014 when Alice Cooper headlined. Was anyone else here that year? Oh, it was right good, wasn't it? And I was with a band called Focus, with Lizzie and Kat and Neil and Silka and my mum and dad, and everyone were here. And we were looking at this stage and we thought, it'd be right good to play there one day. And now here I am, so cheers. I definitely don't deserve it. They were all much more talented than me, but I look fabulous in this tank top. So cheers, Cropredy, because you've actually made a dream come true.
Bless it.
I can't quite get my head around this, but it's really, really does feel like a pleasure to be up here. I brought my thing as well for you. 1 minute.
So what's your thing?
Wow! Somewhere, several folkies just had heart attacks.
If you ever see that, you need to call the folk police. That's the number on your wristband. If you see somebody performing Tamlin and missing a verse out, doing a Strip the Willow without incorrectly and not using Roger de Coverley at the end, all no-nos. No, I'm joking. Obviously, it's a very important thing. Don't you?
Right. This next song's about a place in Barnsley called Dodworth. Has anyone ever been to Dodworth? Well, as you'll know, it is the posh end of Barnsley. It's right posh,
Because obviously Barnsley's like, because we're here, obviously, on missionary work. You know, the council sent us out to try and get people to come, like, you know, tourist information, all that kind of thing. Barnsley's a lovely, picturesque spa fishing village just north of Sheffield. And yeah, Dodworth's the really posh. How posh is it, Alan?
It's so posh, they buy the Radio Times when it's not even Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't it posh, Bjorn?
It is so posh that they've got a listed duck pond.
And they get out of the bath to have a wee. She is from Dodworth and she's looking good. Her Sanskrit tattoos are misunderstood. She wears an umple of perfect and when she's on the lash, whilst a carefully placed vajazzle hides a shady rash. Onesie to the pub, she leaves her pram outside. She sucks her 7 pints of snake bite, she's quite dignified. She has an electronic tag, so must be home by 8. But she sucks like Carly Reid until she wants to fade. On the accordion, Mr. Alan Doonican. Products from the town. An iPad and a new set of the dressing gown. Judge Rinder stopped a claim against the Aldi there, because the cucumber she took back looked quite worse for wear. Cheers!
And that was She's from Dodworth. Right. Matthew Jarvis. I'm going to dedicate this one to him because I know he's a fan of Half Man, Half Biscuit, and I am as well. The nice thing about tonight is because of the amount of pre-record, I'm on to my second pint. Cheers. If you are enjoying the show though, and you would like to get involved in the shit raffle tickets are whatever you decide to put into the PayPal. If you put something into PayPal, and what we'll do is we'll pick the winner, usually down in the van straight after the show. So we go back over onto Facebook for the after show where we announce the winner of the shit raffle, and you can always CD or download. So I mean, it's always worth having a go. And like I say, you keep us going, right? Okay, this is a half man, half biscuit song. It's called Paintballs Coming Home. Feel free to join in at home, it's nice and easy. They got the whole world in their house, they got the whole world in their house, they got the whole world in their house to see the new conservatory. Aye, aye. They go 10-pin bowling. After work, they go 10-pin bowling. After work, they go 10-pin bowling. After work, they're getting married on a Caribbean beach. They got a German Shepherd. Dog called Prince, they got a German Shepherd. Dog called Prince, they got a German Shepherd. Dog called Prince, well, the one called Sheba died. They know where things are in B&Q. They know where things are in B&Q. They know where things are in B&Q. And they got the Joy of Sex DVD. If I were a linesman, I'd execute defenders who applauded my offsides. Well, they were due to go on the Crystal Maze. Yeah, they were due to go on the Crystal Maze. Yeah, they were due to go on the Crystal Maze, but they got mugged in the Brasenose arms. They went up in a hot air balloon. Yeah, they declared their love in a hot air balloon. Yes, they drank champagne in a hot air balloon and had a row on New Year's Eve. They didn't choose their cat chose them. Yeah, they didn't choose their cat chose them. Yes, they didn't choose their cat chose them. And it's got its own Facebook page. They watch Top Gear reruns when they're on Dave. They watch Top Gear reruns when they're on Dave. They watch Top Gear reruns when they're on Dave because the new one is right shit. They say, what is it? Well, it's gin o'clock. They say, what is it? Well, it's gin o'clock. They say, what is it? Gin o'clock. You okay, hun? They got nothing but total respect for. They got nothing but total respect for. They got nothing but total respect for Annie Lennox. And if I'd have known you were coming, I'd have slashed me wrist. Cheers! For those of you that are drinking at home. What's next, Amanda? What's next? I can't remember. Oh yeah, it's a bit more Cropredy madness for you crazy kids out there.
Well, hello again. We're back with another song and another little chat. And this one is it's all tasteful stuff. It's actually Glove this time. And thinking about Glove, well, it's just things put into small spaces, really, because as I remember when last year you went to the Brasenose and you were without Alan because he wasn't feeling too well, and I think Zombie Alan he was squeezed into a small jar. How does the actual big stage Bjorn compare to the Brasenose last year?
Different flavours. It's like of the same Cropredy stew. I don't know. If your big stage is your stew, your Brasenose is your dumpling. Yes. It's all a part of the meal, but it's you won't be without it.
That sounds lovely. I like a bit of dumplings with my stew anyway, so that's great. And it's lovely that Alan's back out of his quarantine jar. And really, I think the people at the Brasenose just embraced you all after the performance the year before. They were just lovely with you. Apparently, I've been told.
Yeah, they were. They were really nice. I mean, it was busy. I don't think me and Bjorn were thinking it was ever going to be that busy. But it was. That was nice. I mean, we did. I don't know what you felt, Bjorn, but I did feel like we were kind of missing a bit of the, a piece of the puzzle. But a bit
of the Alan Gold.
Yeah, we were missing. Yeah, we did. We missed that. But we
got to always leave them wanting more.
That's it.
That's it. And on that note, I think we'll move on to the song, the glove. How deep is your glove? It's that's the next song, and we'll be back again with another song in a bit. So bye.
Does anyone want to hear a brand new song?
This one's on our new album, which is available over on the CD stall.
And we'll be signing CDs and things.
We'll be doing
later, won't we?
sign-ins and stuff.
All
Crazy. Please do buy us CDs because it's a long way back to Barnsley.
We've also got T-shirts in the T-shirt thing. They told us that they'll never sell, so prove them wrong, please.
Yeah, I had a hand in writing this song. It touches on a sensitive issue. And I think some of you might be touched quite deeply by it, if you're not already. Let's start it off.
Went to Phuket for some winter sun, and on the way back, as I got off the plane, my feet had barely touched the ground when I was dragged out of the customs lane. Officers quizzed me, and with the brown with me tank top off and me trousers down. Was then a scream, I need to know, how deep is your glove? How deep is your glove? How far do you need to go? 'Cause when I said I had a crack in me arse, you misunderstood. I'm not a mule, you took my dignity. With your hands colder than the North Sea. Well, there's nothing nice about finding out that lightning can strike twice. Well, I went along to my GP because my chocolate locker didn't feel right. I says it takes an age when I try to pee. She said, lay on your side whilst I try to see. All the clinic heard me shout, how deep is your glove? How deep is your glove? That's not hand, it's like a boiler shovel. I was suffering with me Jeremy Kyles, but she was all smiles as the tears came to me eyes. I think she loved to see grown men cry. I could hit those notes like the Bee Gees. Here you pass me, yes Christ, I dare not sneeze. I'm not a human puppet show. How deep is your glove? How deep is your glove? Well, I'm really quite concerned. Don't even think about a second opinion, or I will break down. And that is one thing I can guarantee. Thought you were ramming up the Christmas tree. How deep is your glove? Well, you never bought me flowers or dinner. You didn't even give me time to prepare before you were there. Knuckles deep inside my derriere, 'cause Booper doesn't cover wear and tear. How deep is your glove? Well, I'm not ashamed to say it, but I may have bit a hole in your bench as I battened down. As you did, you entered into me. Thought you were up there with the JCB. There's some high notes in that one, to be honest. I don't know if I can manage the next song.
I love the fact that all the way through that, there were loads of people laughing and then one bloke just stood there like... disgusted.
There you go. You have to question how deep is that glove. Who knows? Who knows how deep that glove is? Anyway, Michael Haggerston asked me if I'd play What's So Funny About Peace, Love and Understanding by Elvis Costello. And I do like Elvis Costello. And I actually do know how to play the song, but I don't want to play it because I fancy doing one of my own tonight. So I'm going to play this one for Michael instead. And I might do that song another week if that's all right with you, buddy. And if it's not all right, well, sorry. For those of you that are still drinking at home, though, cheers. This is the song that kind of kicked it all off. Way back in 2008, we wrote this was our first real parody, a parody of Blur's Part Life. And on the original, Amanda's dad took all the original vocals, and obviously,
reluctantly.
yeah, very reluctantly. He didn't want to do it.
They were dead chuffed afterwards.
He was. He was very proud when especially when we finally put it on vinyl. And the second time it went on vinyl was when we redid it for the 2018 album. And sadly, he wasn't around to actually to see it, on vinyl for a second time. So, this is going to Michael Haggerston, but it's also going to Michael White as well. Wherever he may be. He's watching us somewhere, I'm sure. Hey up! Casper, get down off them goalposts. Competence is something that ain't really going on in what is known as, ready people? Town life at a Barnsley chop can be avoided if that takes long route round what is known as Sing it! Town life, Fred's got to ferret down his kecks, he's not intimidating, but smell of black pudding, it loves a bit of it. Town life, who's that skinny bugger all there that could use some snap young and get this antic chip oil? Town life, all the people, sing it YouTube, so many people, and they all go capping and through there. Town life, has he killed him? You know what I mean? I get what I fancy, except on Thursday when I go and collect me gyro. Town life, I've put me flat cap on, have a pint of smooth, think about going round town. Town life, will I feed me whippets and sometimes feed me ferrets too, it makes me feel full to breath with bars of pipe down. That's not a whippet. And then I feel champion for rest it day. You can take lad out at town, but you can't tell that lad. All the people singing muse, so many people, and they all go capping and through there. Town life. Town life, sing it, town life. Town life. Town life has got no what to do here. Yorkshire pudding, roast beef physique, knows. Town life is not about all you emus that drive round and round and round. Town life, all the people, see people, so many people, they all go capping and through there. Town life, all the people, one more time, so many people. And they all go capping and through their town life. Ladies and gents, give it for review. Be nice. Just be nice for once. Oh, that's nice. See, he has got a nice side to him. Give up, you bugger. What's next? Right. Oh, we got the quiz coming up very shortly. It's coming up in a bit. We've got another segment before the quiz, which is usually the halfway point of the show. And if you do want to donate to the shit raffle, you can do down here. You can win a CD or a download. And we'll go over to Gloria for the end of the first half.
Well, hello again. We're back with the next link to the next song, and I've got a bit more of a scoop, as if you could have any more. It's actually an Alan song. It's an Alan song, and this one is Twitcher. So I think really I need to ask Alan about how he went on being in the front man shoes for that song.
It was a privilege and a delight. slight issue with the ukulele. It decided to not be in the right tuning, but Bjorn helped me out on that because he was a complete star on the day, as you're saying. But I was slightly concerned that people might misunderstand the words. But if they don't, because then that would be fine, because a lot of them I know would have been bird watchers, and of course that's what the song's about. I just hope they didn't get the wrong impression.
Well, of course, they will have been an educated lot, those folkies. And really, you were right in saying that there was a little bit of a technical issue, I think, in the excitement of it all. And Bjorn, you came to the rescue there, didn't you?
Yes, my wit being as sharp as ever, I managed to diffuse the tension with some hilarity.
It was a good job, because I'll be honest, at that moment in time, I was bricking it. I did think, oh God, it was going so well until this point, and then it was like, but I mean, we got there. It added to the.
Yeah, we got there.
Fun.
And they were singing along by the end.
Well, I think Bjorn pointed out something about the fact that it wasn't a very important gig anyway, so nobody would notice.
No, that's right. Very, very astute of him.
It wasn't. And it all came well in the end. And there was a lot of Alan Love in the room, even though it wasn't a room there. So I think we'll move over to the song Twitches. The Twitches song. It's even hard for me to say, but we'll just play it anyway. So we'll see you in a little bit. Bye.
You do this next one, don't you, Alan?
I do this next one. And I wondered, Scott, you know, with you being in the middle a lot of the time, it might be a change if I stood in the middle. How would the audience feel about that?
Oh, you mean you want to be in the frontman position?
In the frontman position, that's right.
What do you think, Cropredy? Do you think Alan should be in the frontman position? You can't argue with the people, mate. Yeah, look at that.
All.
That's better, I think. I think that's better.
Oh, somebody's got face on. Tell you what, Scott, you could play me keyboard. Don't have one of his strap. Right, oh dear. Somebody's showing off.
That's Teddy Artett, Cot.
Yeah. Right, just be sensitive and gentle. You're a bit rough sometimes. Yeah, this song. It's I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but I find some of the songs in the charts, they're filth, basically. And I longed for a time when there was romance and a story back into a song. You know, when a song that's more T.S. Eliot than E.L. James. Oh yeah, I know things, I do. Anyway, this, because you're a folky crowd, and God bless us all, you can, there's a refrain, and our Bjorn will lead you in that refrain. At the end of certain lines, you can join in. Yeah. What's not like to like?
If you're from Derbyshire, a refrain is a joining in bit. Just to clear that one up.
Nice one. Thanks for that, Bjorn. Okay, yeah.
You in? I'm doing it in D. D major for everyone, just so you know.
Well, this is no good.
They can't work his own key, but you should see him try and text, honestly. Sometimes, being the youngest and youngest person in the band, I just feel I feel sorry for your generation. I don't know if he's
the same key as Bjorn. Just you, Alan. Do you want a capo?
It's all right, lads. It's not like the biggest gig we've ever done.
See, that's if only world peace was that easy. Stick a capo on it.
Ready?
Yes. Well, I met her on Facebook in April because I'm incredibly shy. Well, I've seen her photos and her videos. Well, she's up for it, so am I. We met down the pub, it was quiz night. She whipped out a clipboard and pen. Well, she said, I love birds. I was lost for words. I couldn't believe what she said then. Oh, you've got a handsome cock, Robin.
Nice cock.
I've got a pair of great tits.
Great tits.
Well, her down the road, she's got nothing but thrush, but her Twitter gets plenty of hits.
Lots of hits.
Because we like to twitch in the garden, seeing what birds we can bag. Now some folk go pale when they see a wagtail, but I'm on the hunt for a shag.
It's a kind of bird.
You've been doing those fingering exercises, haven't you? Really, come on. She said if I go round one morning, she'd happily show me her chuff. A new one to me, one I just had to see. I went off and once wasn't enough. I said I would show her my red shank if she would help me tempt him out. Well, we waited a while, then he came out in style. When she saw him, she let out a shout. Woo! She did as well. She said, you've got a handsome cock, Robin.
Nice cock.
I've got a pair of great tits. Well, her down the road, she's got nothing but thrush, but her Twitter plenty of hits.
Lots of hits.
Because we like to twitch in the garden, seeing what birds we can bag. Now some folk go pale when they see a wagtail, but I'm on the hunt for a shag. Now romance is starting to blossom as winter turns slowly to spring. Well, we found lots to do, waiting for the cuckoo and the lark to sing. I told her I'd seen a brown booby, but we still didn't spot that cuckoo. Though my dick kiss old pig was something to lick, then she got a great cockatoo. She said, and this is the last time, so if you could sing with full-throated abandon, it would be great. She said, you've got a handsome cock, Robin.
Nice cock.
I've got a pair of great tits.
Great tits.
Her down the road, she's got nothing, but her Twitter gets plenty of hits.
Lots of hits.
Because we like to twitch in the garden, seeing what birds we can bag. Now spring has sprung, and the summer has come, and I finally got my first shag. Finally got my first shag. Yeah, finally got my first shag.
Alan Doonican.
And that was the Twitcher song from Cropredy 2018. Alan there for you, a little bit of Alan. That's going out to Dave Holgate and Janet Turner, to Sue Barker and to Barry Wilson, who I understand has been feeling a bit poorly, so I'm hoping you're feeling a bit better soon. Anyway, let's go over to the quiz with Morris.
Good evening, it's Morris again, and I'm back with quiz number 21. As it's a Cropredy special, this quiz is to do with Fairport's Cropredy Convention, so all 10 questions have a connection to that. Have you got it? Have you got it? Well, we'll begin. Question 1. Martin Barr celebrated 50 years of Jethro Tull last year, but what did the original Jethro Tull invent in 1700? Martin Barr celebrated 50 years of Jethro Tull last year, but what did the original Jethro Tull invent in 1700? Question 2. Brian Wilson performed the Beach Boys' iconic album Pet Sounds in 2018. But which song from that album is parodied on the Bar-Steward Sons of Doonican's Place of Spades? That was, Brian Wilson performed the Beach Boys' iconic album Pet Sounds in 2018. But which song from that album is parodied on the Bar-Steward Sons of Doonican's album Place of Spades? Question 3. Alice Cooper headlined the festival in 2013. But what is Alice's real name? Alice Cooper headlined the festival in 2013. But what is Alice's real name? Question 4. The Bootleg Beatles played the festival in 2016, but what Beatles album inspired Corporal Kipper's Barnsley Trades Club turn? The Bootleg Beatles played in 2016, but what album by the Beatles themselves inspired Corporal Kipper's Barnsley Trades Club turn? Question 5. Petula Clark played the festival in 2017, but which of her hits written by Tony Hatch has been parodied by the Doonicans? Petula Clark played the festival in 2017, but which of her hits written by Tony Hatch has been parodied by the Doonicans? Question 6. Zal Clemenson's Sing Dogs played last year, but which band did he shoot to fame with in the 1970s? Zal Clemenson's Sing Dogs played last year, but which band did he shoot to fame with in the 1970s? Question 7. Kate Rusby, another Barnsley legend, played also in 2018 and organises her own festival named after one of her songs. What is it called? Kate Rusby also played in 2018 and she organises her own festival named after one of her songs. What is it called? Question 8. Another act that played in 2018 was the Levellers, and their bassist Jeremy Cunningham has created lino artwork for the Doonican 7-inch vinyl singles. Can you name either of them? The Levellers also played in 2018, and Jeremy Cunningham, their bassist, has created lino artwork for the Doonican 7-inch vinyl singles. Can you name either of them? In actual fact, if you can name them both, you can get a bonus point. Look at the brains on you. Question 9. Richard Digance is famous for his Mass Morris dance every year on the Saturday of Cropredy, but which band's song Safety Dance gave the Doonicans their parody of Morris dance? Richard Digance is famous for his Mass Morris dance every year in the Saturday of Cropredy, but which band's song Safety Dance gave the Doonicans their parody of Morris dance? And finally, question 10. Who is the longest serving member of Fairport Convention? Who is the longest serving member of Fairport Convention? Well, hopefully there were one or two tricky ones in there, but you'll have done okay. I'll be back later with the answers. If you've got them all right, then look at the brains on you. If you haven't, then how do you like them apples? See you later. I'll be back. Morris.
There we go. That was the quiz with Morris. Thank you very much, Morris. Let's go straight over to Gloria for the next bit.
Hello there again. We're back with the next song, and just to be in the tasteful league that we're in, this one is called The Zipper. I'm not going to add any more to the title of that song because it's, frankly, it's just rude. So I was going to ask you about that because I think this year you were supposed to have somebody who would sign for it. Is that right, Scott?
Yeah, we obviously we were meant to be back at Cropredy this year, and we had actually tried to get it sorted along with Fairport's management and all the people behind the stage, so that our good friend Sarah Doonican would have been able to join us on stage to add, you know, the extra layer of kind of inclusion and comedy to the set, because when she signs. It makes it inclusive for deaf festival goers, but also there's a whole extra layer of comedy, you know, for the people that, you know, and it's an educational thing. You kind of learn sign language from the Doonicans' kind of sweary lyrics. It's quite fun.
Well, it's extra education, isn't it? Is there anything that either of the two other Doonicans were thinking about and enjoying about the show at this point, or looking forward to about Cropredy? What were your highlights up to this point in the show, Alan?
I think getting on stage was a bit of a highlight because it was just, you know, the awesomeness of how many people were there was fantastic. But also what really made it was how many of those people came closer to the front during the show and how many people stood up during the show. And that really made us feel like we were doing it right. You know, whatever we were doing, they were liking it. And that was brilliant.
That's lovely. It's because it's a quite a seated audience, isn't it, from what I understand?
The seats. Yeah, they like the seats.
Bjorn, I'm assuming that your two bandmates have probably calmed down a little bit by this stage, but how are you getting on at this point?
Oh yeah, by this point we were going as good as we ever go, and yeah, I was at this point. This is the first tune I think where I had to play fiddle, and there's a lot of good fiddle players play at Cropredy every year, so I was feeling the pressure a little bit on this one.
But you certainly held your own there, to use a phrase.
Hope so.
You did. It came off ever so well, and unlike the man with the zipper, which I think we'll make the link to now, so we'll see you in a bit. Bye!
This next song's a sad song. Oh no, it's sadder than that. God, it's like bloody panto, isn't it?
This song features me on the fiddle, so if you're not sad now, you soon will be.
No, it's a sad song. It's for all the guys, because, guys, am I right in saying we go through pain? Yeah, look at that. Some of your wives, you had to check first if you could actually admit to that. Yeah, it's a very sad song, because, guys, we do go through pain. I know girls go through pain as well, but, guys, we do. It's about that. You're still transposed, Alan. Yeah. I've lost the power to talk after what I've gone through, though it's hurting me. I want no one to see, feeling deeply scarred from the torment I have been through. Words cannot convey the pain I feel today. Me zipper caught me balls. You could hear me wailing through the walls. I screamed 100 decibels because it hurts like tripping hell. I tried to stay calm. The shock, it was horrendous. Looking down on my mistake and my mangled trouser snake. I want to be free, to let me dingles dangle. But how could I abandon ship with me conkers in me zip? I wish I'd been much more precise. I've tried to cool me plums with ice, but now I've got no tale to tell, because my mojo's shrunk as well. Yes, the zipper trapped me balls, and I'm quite far from enthralled, because this tragic injury has caused now but misery. I can hardly move, 'cause it's throbbing so bad. Frozen where I stand is laid in tatters in my hand. I'll say sorry in advance to the paramedics. Cause I know how much I'll shout when they pull the bugger out. Yes, the zipper caught me balls, singing falsetto down the hall. Oh yes, my strength was quickly sapped when me space hoppers got trapped. And size, it clearly matters not. Me chupping zipper ain't the law. Yo, Doonican's on the fiddle, folks.
There we go. That was quite a nice size break. That. For those of you that are still drinking, cheers. Number 3. Right. So that was the zipper, which we would like to dedicate to Sarah Gatford, because obviously she wasn't able to join us this year at Cropredy because we're not there. But Cheryl Moss asked if I'd play "'Cause I Love You" by Slade. I don't know if it's because she does love me or not. I know it. Like, I won't laugh at you and you boo-hoo-hoo, 'cause I love you. And I can turn my back on the things you like, 'cause I love you. Thing is, though, it has that really cool fiddle bit, and Bjorn's not here, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to play this Slade song that we parodied on Talk of the Town instead, Cheryl, if that's all right with you. It goes like this. We've seen the lights go down in lots of different cities. We've seen our little band supporting Chaz and Dave. We've had every drink that's on the list without us even getting pissed, and it's no way to behave. We've seen the mornings in with hideous hangovers. We saw the sunset when we played Beautiful Days. I've sang the glory of the town and I've got all my friends around, so keep your glasses raised. And I'm far, far away with my head up in the clouds, and I'm far, far away with my feet down in the crowd. I'm letting loose around the world. I'm singing songs about the town, let 'em proud. Ladies and gents, Bjorn and Alan. We've seen a waiter stop us busking outside Betty's. I once played uke upon a mountain top, and every crazy night such fun. I've loved each and every one. Let's hope they'll never stop. And I'm far, far away with my head up in the clouds, and I'm far, far away with my feet down in the crowds, letting loose around the world, singing songs about the time that I'm proud. We've seen the lights go down in lots of different cities, while our father's legacy is carried on. And though we've travelled miles and miles, we've seen as many lovely smiles, and it still seems there's more to come. And I'm far, far away with my head up in the clouds, and I'm far, far away with my feet down in the crowd, setting loose around the world, singing songs about the time that I'm proud. There you go, that one goes out to Cheryl. Hope you enjoyed that. We're going to go over to Gloria in a second. This one's going out to Donna Porter and Megan Debney, because it's her 14th birthday. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Megan. Happy birthday to
Well, hello there. We're back. We're getting further through the set as it is. Well, we're not going backwards anyway. So this one is the link to Paint and Back. And really, I mean, it's a strange obsession, isn't it, with these eyebrows? Of course, you can't see mine at all. They're all hidden by my glasses and my lustrous hair. But apart from that, Alan Doonican, what is your grooming regime before a show?
The eyebrows are an issue, particularly when you're going to be on a screen that's 20 foot high.
Oh.
So I believe I did do a little extra work on the grooming for that particular show, because nobody wants to see big dangly eyebrows or ear beards. Nobody wants ear beards on a 20 foot screen. So I put the effort in.
And Bjorn, what about yourself?
I put no effort in whatsoever.
That's
as I never do, as I am the scruffy Doonican.
Remember, you
hadn't yourself short there. Go on, Scott.
Oh no, I was just going to say Bjorn hadn't even shaved. At least on this occasion, he had ironed his shirt.
I think you had on the wee lad there, because I mean, it's the young up and coming trendy member of the band there. He's not one of the old fuddy duddies.
That's it.
Sorry, Alan. Alan. I do apologise for that. Sky, I'm not apologising to Scott, though. He's just horrendous. Apart from that, really, I think about the fact that Paint and Back was just another cracking song, but did you get any feedback at all from any of the Fairporters?
What, the audience or the band?
No, the band.
When we came off stage, Simon Nicol, first thing he said to me as we came off was, thank you, you've just broke our festival, which I thought was a nice compliment. And then shortly after, I did hear Chris Leslie saying about how good Bjorn's fiddle playing was, which was very nice.
Oh, that's amazing.
I did hear that. Did you guys hear anything?
I got Dave Pegg. He was very complimentary. He was very kind.
When you were in the lavatory in the Portaloo?
No. Prior to that, we'd already, warmed to each other by that point. But Ralph McTell, he was complimentary as well. Yeah, so that was great. You see some amazing people backstage at Cropredy.
Yeah. Did anybody see Robert Plant's Winnebago? It was massive. He got like this massive Winnebago,
Was it there? I didn't know he was there.
I didn't see him.
Well, he wasn't, but apparently his Winnebago was.
Somebody had said that's Robert Plant's Winnebago.
Right.
Really
He's local, isn't it?
He's got one of them ones that's got like the doors that come out the side of it. It's like massive.
Wow.
Like a house.
Well, that's high praise indeed for Bjorn that was hidden there. How do you feel about that, young Bjorn?
Yeah, it's lovely. I remember seeing Fairport years and years ago, and a great fiddle player. Great. Everyone in that band's great. So that's, great.
That's lovely. You were playing with the big boys and girls there, and it was fantastic. And I think really they all got fabulous eyebrows. So we'll make the link now to Paint and Back. Otherwise, it'd be shameless otherwise. So we'll be back in a bit. Bye.
We'll do this one now, and we'll see if me and Bjorn can try and get through this without cocking it up. This is for idiots everywhere.
I saw you from behind but was taken aback. When you turned round I nearly had a heart attack. I see girls pass me by but I'm far from aroused. What makes you do the things you do with your eyebrows? Why pluck your eyebrows out and then just draw them back? Especially if it's clear you haven't got the knack. They look like they were drawn on by a 3-year-old who's used a magic marker wearing a blindfold. And there's the Metro guys who try to stay on fleek. You need to get out more, you narcissistic freaks. Why can't they face the facts like birds on Sesame Street? Instead of sculpting the monobrow with a metric ton of feet. Some lassies shave them off and draw them back too high. I tell them to their face but they still look surprised. I'm with used tweezers that they got from Marks and Sparks. Why take them off and draw them back like Groucho Marx? That pained expression that you drew for all to see. You'd still look picked off if you'd won the lottery. I see folks shake their heads and quickly run and hide. They're like angry caterpillars in formaldehyde. You ready, Crop? Ready? Da 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 da. Sing it! Da 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 da. Everybody! I don't wanna see it painted, 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 painted back. Black and white, I don't need it stenciled on. Looking pissed off or surprised. I don't wanna see it painted, 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 painted back. I don't wanna see it painted, 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 painted 3, sing! On your own, go! And again! One more time! Shit up.
There we go. That was Paint and Bat for Donna and for Megan. Right, okay. This next song, I've not played this to my knowledge throughout Big NEET In. I might have done it once, but Peter Bryant did say play one of your favourites that you've not played so far. The reason I've not played this is because it's called Friday I'm at Pub, and to be honest, I've not been at pub for absolutely donkeys, and this is always on a Saturday night, so it seemed a bit daft to play it. But I'm going to play it tonight, but for a reason, because earlier on in the week we got a lovely tube arrive from Staffordshire. From the lovely Payne Prophet. Now, I've mentioned Payne's artwork before, because Payne, obviously, Payne Prophet, yeah, he's in fact, 1 minute, if I turn that around, www.payneprophet.com. Check him out, he's very, very good. But Payne has surpassed himself. So, obviously, some of you may know that me and Amanda are turning our garage into a bar. We've been working on it for the last...
Not the whole garage.
Not the whole garage, like 2/3 of the garage, but we turned it into a bar. Anyway, we finally came up with a name for it, and Payne, God bless him, has created us the bar sign. This is going to go in a nice frame that's going to go up in the bar, and it's on a canvas, but just check this out. How cool is that? That is the coolest thing. So, that... I mean, just look at that. Isn't that a beautiful thing? I know. He's just. I would imagine Frog's over the moon. I'm over the moon. Yeah. What do you think, Gloria?
I look absolutely fabulous there. It's great. Thank you very much.
Awesome stuff. Cheers, Payne. Thank you so much. We can't wait to get that up on the wall when the bar is finished. The actual bar bit's made now. So. For that reason alone, I'm going to say, right, everyone raise your glasses to Payne Prophet. Cheers! And if you're ever popping through Barnsley, you're always welcome in the Pint and Puppet. Right then, shall we do the song? It goes like this. I'm going to send it out to Peter because he asked for it, and to Payne because he made that awesome sign.
I can't wait if Monday's through, 'cause Tuesday's shite and Wednesday's too, and Thursday 9 till 5 can screw. It's Friday, I'm in pub. Monday mornings crush my soul. Well, Tuesday, Wednesday, no rock and roll. Thursday it's time to take control, 'cause it's Friday, time for pub. Saturday's great, but on Sunday you can't stop out late. On Friday nights I'm with me mates. The weekend's over, Monday's back. Tuesday, Wednesday, same old cack. And Thursday, soul like coal is black. But Friday, I'm in pub. Monday messes with me head. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, I see red. On Thursday, I know what's ahead. It's Friday, I'm in pub. Saturday's great, but on Sundays I would underrate. One of 5 nights that I love to hate. It's a word to the wise, and it's a great surprise to find out perfection is pint-sized. We're going out round town without a care or frown. Line 'em up and then neck 'em down, and your future looks bright, it could never be shite. Just watch out the week with a well-earned pint, and you can never suffer nothing of this stuff. It's Friday, I'm in pub. I don't care for Monday morn. Well, Tuesdays, Wednesdays feel forlorn, and I'm taking Thursday by the horns. On Friday down to pub. Monday you can bugger off. Tuesdays, Wednesdays just write 'em off, and on Thursday that's not good enough. On Friday I'm in pub.
You conducting a band there, Sooty? Well done. Don't turn me into a frogger out. Cheers! Thank you very much. Right, okay, if you do want to get involved in the shit raffle, you can do. And we're going to go straight over to what's next. Now, this is a nice one. Our friend Clive Lane asked me to dedicate this song to Amanda. He remembered, he was on stage alongside us when we were at Cropredy and took some great photos of what was going on. And he said that he was kind of stood and he was watching Amanda, you know, from the sidelines, like when we started to play this song, which I dedicated to her dad, who'd passed away earlier on that year. And I think it was quite a magical moment because we kind of, you know, it was his favourite song, and to hear, you know, 17 to 20,000 people singing the words back and waving their arms in the air was just a magical moment. So thanks, Clive, for asking me to dedicate this to Amanda, but this is for Amanda.
Well, hello there again. We're getting towards the end of the set and we're building up towards the big crescendo. And at this point, it was kind of the favourite. It's sort of a crowd pleaser. And it was Lady and Greg's. And as I remember, you got a lovely jump shot towards the end of the song, which was captured beautifully by a really nice fella called Clive Lane. Anything you want to add to that little bit, Scott, about that?
Yeah, so Clive's Martin Alcock's brother-in-law, and we met Clive that afternoon for the first time, and he was taking photos, and he was showing my better half Amanda, you know, where she could take photos from without getting in the way of all the proper photographers that were there. And Clive managed to sneak round to the back of the stage and get a really good shot of us because we do have a tendency to have a big jump at the end. We like a big jump, don't we, lads?
We love a good jump.
So yeah,
we might as well jump.
So yeah, we kind of warned Clive that we were going to do that, and he caught it beautifully. But the audience were just lovely at that point. That was the point where I started to relax, because up until that point, I'd been pretty wobbly all the way through. And I did. By the time we got to Greg's, I started to relax a bit, and mainly because, you know, you could see all the people like waving their arms, and that was the point where I just thought, oh God, they are getting it. We're okay, and that was a really nice moment. I was quite choked.
It's true, because somebody could be really laughing their head off at the back, but you can't see them.
Yeah.
So it's only when they do something demonstrative like that. There's a big word.
That's a lovely word.
You can actually get a feeling for how many people are on board with you, can't you?
Yeah.
It was great that the whole kit and caboodle kind of got on with it and really joined in. And beyond, how were you feeling at that point as well? Because I think one of your big songs was coming up as well on the fiddle. So how were you?
Just still trying to play in tune.
That's always a good thing there. And Lady and Greg's went very smoothly and the crowd joined in, apparently, or so I'm told. So I think we'll cut to that song now. Listen at me with all that jargon. As it is, we'll see you in a little bit.
You guys are incredible.
I just realised, I kind of forgot, but we're on telly, aren't we?
We can't see the telly.
We can't see the telly, but I'm assuming... Well, what do they, if we're crap, do they just turn it over to like Antiques Roadshow or Bargain Hunt?
We should do another song, shouldn't we? I'm going to play my favourite song in the set now, and I'd like to dedicate this today to my father-in-law, Michael White, who couldn't be here today.
I've never seen your baps look as lovely as they did tonight. They look tasty, wholemeal and white. And I've never known a lass that really knew the way to a man's heart. A gorgeous muffin and a good-looking tart.
I've never seen quite a dressing as the stuff that you're packing in to that baguette. You've got me in a sweat. The lady in Greg's, she makes pasties for me through the week. And when she makes sausage rolls, I forget how to speak. She's really got technique, and I can't resist. His steak bakes on the side. I will never forget the super snack that she supplied. Ladies and gents, put your hands in the air, come on. I want to see a sea of people at Cropredy having a great time. I never had a BLT taste as gorgeous as it did tonight. Me tonsils tingling with savoury delight and smoky bacon. And I've never had a chocolate eclair with such a creamy inside. But then I turn to you and smile because it takes me breath away. Never had such a feeling, the feeling that I'm well and truly stuffed. But I feel satisfied. If you know the words, join in. The lady in Greg's, she makes pasties for me through the week, and with muffins so moist, knees just go weak. They really are unique, and I'm so sure that the goods they can't steal. I'll never forget the gorgeous grub she got on sale. The lady in Greg's. You're on your own, Cropredy, go for it. Cheers!
Cheers, Cropredy!
God bless the chuffing lot of you.
There we go. That was Lady in Greg's. To be honest, I'm still a bit kind of choked up about all of that. Obviously I mentioned Clive Lane earlier, who's Martin Alcock's brother-in-law. Clive is a lovely, lovely guy and has been incredibly kind and nice with Amanda and myself over the time that we've known him. And
we met him at Cropredy.
We met him for the first time at Cropredy, and one thing that he was doing at the time was taking fantastic photos. Now, I've just as a little way of just saying thank you to him for his kindness, because I know he's had quite a difficult time himself this year. I wanted to do something nice in return, so I've put together a whole bunch of Clive's photos that he took at Cropredy, which are accompanied with a couple of other photos from other people as well. But most of what you'll see now is Clive's. And I'm dedicating this to Clive and Anna, to Mark, wherever he may be, and Jan, Clive's sister and Mark's wife, and to Marie and Chris, Mark's sisters, and also to Chris, Mary, and Chloe Bunting, who asked me to play this song. Now, I'll be honest, the song in question, I tried to perform it earlier on the week and record it, but to be honest, every time I listen back to it, I just thought it's never going to be as beautiful as Sandy Denny performing it, and for that reason alone, I'm going to let Sandy do that.
across the purple sky. All the birds are leaving, but how can they know it's time for them to go? Before the winter fire I will still be dreaming. I have no thought of time. But who knows where the time goes? Who knows where the time goes? Sad deserted shore, your fickle friends are leaving. Ah, but then you know it's time for them to go. But I will still be here. I have no thought of leaving. I do not count the time. For who knows where the time goes? Who knows where the time goes? And I'm not alone while my love is near me. I know it will be so until it's time to go. So come the storms of winter, and then the birds in spring again. I do not fear the time. For who knows how my love grows? Who knows where the time goes?
There you go. That's, yeah. Cheers anyway, Clive. Right, okay. This next song is quite a personal song, but we kind of tried to find kind of lightness in the dark. I think that's what you have to do sometimes. And so a few years ago, Amanda was diagnosed with breast cancer, and thanks to the lovely people at the NHS, she's still here. And for those of you that do work for the NHS, or anybody that knows somebody that works for the NHS, cheers. To those that do those wonderful selfless things, I can't thank you enough. And I know that our battle was no different than a lot of other people's battles. A lot of people that we know have gone through this. I mean, in amongst the fan base, I know Matt Wilkinson has had a battle with cancer, Margaret Kirk, Sarah Grattan. Georgia Rose Lucas is going through it right now, and I just kind of think, you just got to stay strong during times like that, don't you? And kind of hold it together as best you can, and rely on the people around you, your friends, to pull you through dark times. And we found that singing about it did kind of help. We actually wrote this song based on the fact that when Amanda was poorly, she was told the doctors were great. They told her everything that they were going to do to her. And they said, look, you're still pretty young, you've not had a family, if you're thinking of having a family, do IVF beforehand, because it can really knacker up fertility. So we did IVF. It was an interesting day out. And Amanda told all our mates down the pub that night, because it was quite the traumatic day for me. Yes, it was pretty much that size. Try filling one of them; it's an absolute bugger. We had an interesting day, and it resulted in this song, which we wrote together. So this also is for Amanda, but it's also for anyone that's had their brush with cancer. This is me keeping it light, because sometimes we got it. Me and the missus went to the Jessup Wing in Sheffield. We signed up for a course of IVF, but we found it was a minefield. They first produced a fountain pen, and we signed a pile of paper. But I hadn't got the chuffing clue what they had in store for me there. Well, they took us to a tiny room, and they said that they needed samples. 2 vials of blood from her right arm, but from me they took an armful. 3 nurses had to hold me down, and they ruffled up me tank top, and they left me with an empty arm, a cuppa and a hobnob. Mulcherino, you buggered me on. We only came for embryos, not for pain or a tale of woe. Got no strength to lift me fire hose. They gave me a small plastic jar, and then they took the biscuit, and they sent me to another room that had very little in it. A drawer with sticky magazines, and the TV muted silent, and a DVD in black and white title shaving Ryan's Privates. No way would I be sitting in the white clean leather armchair. Lord only knows how many blokes had shot their pistols sat there. So there I stood with task in hand. I was struggling with me software. I tried shooting straight into the tiny jar, but it was a chuffy nightmare. Juggling a lad mag in me jaw, whacking on me ladio, and it's hard to act like Romeo, getting frisky in a jarro. I bragged about a bucketful, but I struggled with a thimble. Now I'm not ambidextrous, and now it's clear that I'm not nimble. But where were all the nurses? 'Cause their help would have been super. But here I am on the NHS, Christ, I should have gone with Booper. Struggling just to fill up me jar. Not the best scenario. I've got cramp but I get up and go getting frisky in a jarro. And now it hurts when I play me guitar, like a limp Lothario. I can't come and get me cock to crown out so frisky in the jar. Cheers. That one's for all of the people that have, and also to anybody that works for the NHS. Cheers. Right, we should go back across to Gloria, because she has something to say.
Well, hello there. We're nearly at the end. I keep promising we'll get there eventually, but this one was the cock wambling song, and that was a big moment for our Beyond there. As it is, he was going to get his fiddle out again.
Yes, and I remember that Scott had let me know beforehand that he'd sorted it out for the telly screens to have a split screen so that you could see Alan doing the words. However, I think there was some miscommunication, because for a part of it, you could see me playing the fiddle and then standing around not doing anything.
I think it was because the 2 ladies that were working the cameras, I think they were actually not youth placement, like YT scheme girls. They were actually they were learning the job on the job. and it was their turn to actually work the camera. So they were out the front, and I don't think the message got through to them. And then I think eventually they got it in their earpieces. Oh, you need to get. And then they eventually did finally train their camera on Alan and on Bjorn. But at one point we had like double Bjorn.
Well, that's not a bad thing there. I beg your pardon?
A beautiful thing. If only we could have had that for the full 45 minutes.
just a wall of Bjorn. It would have been fabulous.
Oh, we'd have been started back straight away if that had happened.
Eventually, we did get Alan, though. I mean, you were really playing it to the cameras there eventually, weren't you? Well, I think you have been the whole way through, but at that point, wow.
Yeah, when I know I've got a camera on me, oh, I can't help it.
To trot.
Can't help it.
That was the thing, though. We had to be aware of the fact that, like you said earlier, you can't tell what's going on at the back of the festival. But at the same time, you've got to be aware of the fact that if there are cameras on you and you're on the big screens, that we really had to play to the cameras as well. Because some people that are down the front were actually just filming the screens, which I thought was a bit weird. But did anybody see any of that going on?
Yeah.
It's whatever floats your boat. That's what? Sorry, Alan?
They were really good quality screens. It looked amazing for all the bands.
It's quite weird when you look out and you see people who are near the front looking at the screen rather than looking at you, because all you see is.
Yeah.
That must be indeed strange. I think apparently Scott once said, was it one of the other festivals that you and Bjorn played? You and Scott played Bjorn, and there was a big screen there. But I think as it was, you both spent most of the time before the show looking at the screen. Was it a local show, that one?
Was it Wentworth?
I think
Me and
it
Bjorn
was.
went with music festival once, and they had a big screen there, and Bjorn made a big fuss about that on stage, as I remember.
I like a big screen. Makes me feel like I've made it.
Well, that was quite big, but the one at Cropredy was a real whopper.
Oh yeah.
It makes you feel really tall. And you know that a zit is going to be at least a foot wide on close-up.
Goodness me. So there was plenty of that makeup and things in the pre-grooming strategies. Yes, I would imagine. So, well, I think we've gone on quite a while with this song. So I think we'll get on to the song itself. And it was really a great big moan about lots of absolute cockwombles. So over to the song, and we'll see you in a bit. Bye.
We're sadly coming towards the end of our time with you today. Oh, don't worry, we're not there yet. There's a bit of time yet. Don't worry.
This is a song for all of you beautiful people for coming and supporting live music and not sitting in the house and watching Bargain Hunt. I'll tell you why you're all beautiful people, because you're none of the people in this song.
Unless you are, and then why are you here? It'll all become abundantly clear in a minute what I'm on about.
Alan's going to teach the words, and this is where Nev, who runs these screens here, and am I right in saying this is Charlotte and Willow at the front? Is that right? Yes? They never get a look in, do they? Ladies and gents, give it up for the camera crew. They're amazing.
They have been all weekend.
Without them, you wouldn't be able to see us.
Nobody's perfect, Scott.
I understand that they're going to split screen in a minute. Because Alan's going to teach you the words so you can join in. Nobody better not join in now, because otherwise, we'll not be right impressed. You'll pick it up as we go along, like mumps or chlamydia. Can I say that? We're filming this, aren't we? Goes like this. Well, life isn't fine, or you've had a bad day, or you're feeling quite dejected, or you're filled with dismay. Once you hear these words of wisdom, you'll be feeling okay. You ready, folks? Well, remember. Kanye West is a cockwomble. 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 Sing it. Kanye West is a cockwomble. Kanye West is a cockwomble. Kanye West is a cockwomble. Just remember what an absolute cockwomble he is. Go on, beyond. When things have got you down or you're far from okay, all you need is to pick me up, then all I can say is at least you're not a racist with an awful toupee. And then if you are, maybe you shouldn't be a Cropredy. Well, remember, Donald Trump is a cowabunga. 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 Just remember what an absolute cowabunga he is. When you listen to the radio, it all sounds the same. Well, there's 100 million wannabes all hunting for fame, but there's really just one bloke who's truly to blame. We all know who that is. 1, 2, 3. Well, remember. Simon Cowell is a cowabunga. 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 Sing it. Simon Cowell is a cowabunga. Just remember what an absolute cowabunga is. Go on, Bjorn. Ladies and gents, all the way from Sweden, this be Bjorn Doonican. Well, remember. Bjorn, are you ready for the fast bits?
Beyond ready. Best joke in the show.
Alan, are you ready for the fast bits?
Always ready for the fast bits.
Cropredy, are you ready for the fast bits?
This is going to be very good.
Let's cock it up now. Gordon Ramsay's a cowabunga. Michael Gove's a cowabunga. And Bob Geldof's a cowabunga. And Jeremy Kyle is a cowabunga. Just remember, there's 100 more cowabungas. Jeremy Clarkson is a cowabunga. Katie Price is a cowabunga. And Piers Morgan's a cowabunga. And Kate Hopkins is an arsehole. Just remember, there's 1,000 more cowabungas out there. Cheers.
And that was the cock-wombling song from Cropredy. We're going to be going back to Morris very, very shortly for the quiz answers. So I do hope you got your pens ready to mark your quiz. Hope you did well. It was. I thought it was quite tough this week, Morris. To be honest, but hey, you know. I did write it for him. Right, so the quiz answers are coming up any second now. If you do want to donate, you're coming up towards the time where you're not going to be able to donate much more like soon. So please do if you can, and you might want a CD or a download on the shit raffle. Cheers. Right, okay, let's go over to Morris for the answers.
Good evening, it's Morris again, and I'm back with the answers to the themed quiz, which was, of course, on Fairport's Cropredy Convention. There were 10 questions in total, but one had a whopping bonus point, so you could get 11 if you get them all right. This time, I'm only going to give you the answers. How'd you like them apples? Because, of course, the whole questions took absolutely ages, and I'm shattered. So I'll just give you the answers, and they're coming up now. Question 1. The answer was the seed drill. Question 2. God only knows. In fact, that was actually the answer. God only knows. Question 3. The answer was Vincent Fernier. That's a fabulous name. I don't know why he changed it. Question 4. The answer was Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. That was a bit of a mouthful as well. Question 5. The answer was Downtown. Question 6. The answer was the sensational Alex Harvey Band. Question 7. The festival is called Underneath the Stars, and it is a lovely festival too. I've heard, I've been told, I've never been. Question 8. Either of the answers would be acceptable, and of course both for a bonus point. That was The Devil Went Down to Barnsley and The Lady in Greg's. Remember, if you get both, you get a bonus. Question 9. The answer was 80s one-hit wonders, Men Without Hats. Actually, Men Without Hats is the answer. I just added that extra for just a bit of fluffing.
A massive thank you to Morris for this week's quiz. I hope you did well where you are. Right, okay, we are kind of getting close towards the end. There's still about 4 songs left. This one was very popular. People asked for this. Simon Nichols asked for this. That's Simon Nichols, not Simon Nicol from Fairport Convention. Alison Smith, Lynn Hume. I wanted to dedicate this to Lynn Hume, even though she didn't ask for anything this week, because she's going to be doing her first Cropredy next year. She's already bought a ticket, so I hope you enjoy yourself, Lynn. And I would imagine that you'll be hanging around with Sophie and all the lovely people that you've met as a result of this show, which is a lovely thing. Also, Claire and Eric Lamley. It's their 29th wedding anniversary, I think, or it's their 29th anniversary of meeting at, I think it was, well, what used to be Monsters of Rock. I suppose it's now Download, but it'll have been Monsters of Rock then. So 29 years ago, that'll be 91. Who headlined in 91? Was it AC/DC? Might have been AC/DC. Oh, that might have been 92. Anyway, I digress. And Anne Thompson as well, who does a wonderful folk show. You should check that out. Right, this is for all of them, and it's for all of you lot, because, you know, we would never have got to the point where we could have done something like Cropredy if it hadn't have been for our fans just being incredible people, and not being the assholes in this song. From May until September, across our lovely land, well, there's loads of folk who hit the road with tents or camper vans. Yeah, the festival's a mecca for the likes of you and me, but there are folk, yeah, it's not a joke, who take things to extremes. You know, the Weirdos, you know, the festival and Weirdos give them all a wide berth. Cause it doesn't take that to spot a real twat, starting with that lad dressed as a smurf. So many weirdos, like the hippies in caftans wanted to free to bet, or the posh Burkle Grace who wants to embrace all the kids in the dance tent on Cat. The dance tent on Cat. Do do do, do 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 do. Anybody notice that Mavis looks like she's on Cat all the time? Do do. And those that buy their tickets but then don't go to see a band, who spend their weekend sat in chairs that's had a clapped out transit van. And that 7th can of Stella, it isn't helping her to rest, cause they're the neighbours from hell and they share a brain cell. They're the sort you can't forget. These lot are weirdos. No, they're the festival bellends and their time is misspent. They use all of the night to talk absolute shite when they should be asleep in a tent. Cause they're chuffing morons who spend most of the evening talking bollocks, but then he goes to his car, gets an acoustic guitar and plays Wonderwall badly again and again and again. Do do do, sing it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ah! Well, there's hipsters taking selfies, fashion conscious and self-obsessed. They wait for the band's hit single, but then talk through all the rest. And the pillocks in their camping chairs in the mosh pit, what a farce. And don't stand in front of me with your flag or that pole goes up your arse. Give me torpedoes, give me a sort of machine and I'll sort them, I know. And I'll start with the lad filming on his iPad. Is it so hard to just watch the show? Or all the zeros who could never be happy because they were just born to moan about the state of the ground, the line-up, the sound, the weather, or charging the phone. Why not just stay at home? Do do do, sing it. Do, 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 do. Come on, sugar. Do, 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 do. Ah! Ah! To all of those folk, I sing this song as I count to 10 and breathe. You think you're so original. Shouting Alan, Alan, Steve. Just remember often, this thing's run by volunteers. And they all work bloody hard. So raise your glasses and say, cheers. Why have you got beaker in a glass?
Beaker in a jar.
Why do you have beaker in a beaker? Because they're the heroes. Because they're the festival heroes, and you know that I'm right. And they're doing their best to make success, so we all have a chuffing good time. Yeah, they're the heroes. Yeah, they're the festival heroes that make things run okay. Because they're planning months in advance, so we all get the chance to go there for beautiful days, for such beautiful days. Do do do, do 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 do. Ah, ah. Cheers. Right, for those of you that do want to, this is probably your last chance to be able to donate to the shit raffle if you want to. We will be drawing that down in the van after the show. We're going to go across to Gloria in a minute for something that's dedicated to Sophie Watson because she asked for it. And Gloria's going to kind of finish off that bit of the show, and then we're going to come back to me because I've got a brand new song that nobody's ever heard before. I might never hear again. But I'm going to do it straight after this. See you in a bit. Bye.
Well, goodness me, I don't know if there's anybody left out there, but we've got 2 more songs, but we're going to put them together because, well, it'll just be too much. If not, I think that was a bit Barnsley there. I threw a bit of Barnsley in. Did you see that? As it is, we got Devil and Jump Around at the end of there. And that was the point where we were joined by 2 lovely, lovely little lads. And one was Martin Alcock and one was the devil himself. It was Tom. Is there anything that you want to tell me a little bit about that? First of all, Bjorn, you got Tom on your back on that one again.
Yeah, he keeps trying to get me, and he's not quite managed it yet. I'll beat him. But yeah, so again, it's that's the one where it's kind of a really well-known fiddle tune, possibly one of the most well-known fiddle tunes. So I've got to not cock it up. But we also use the drums on that one. So it's as much as I like to run about during that one, you've got to get back to your monitor at some point, which is the speaker on the floor that faces you, to see if you're still in time. But I think actually listening back after when I watched the show for the first time, I was pretty happy with how it came out.
It sounded lovely. And Scott, you got Martin Alcock on there as well. Is there anything you want to add about Mark?
Mark was lovely, and I do think if it wasn't for Mark, we probably wouldn't have been allowed to go and do Cropredy. I think he probably had quite a bit of influence in terms of putting the good word in, and I mean it did help that Fairport saw us at what festival was it? Was it the Acoustic Festival of Britain?
Yeah.
They caught the back end of our set there, and they really liked it. But I think Mark probably did put in quite the good word. Mark was just a lovely man, and he knew that it was most likely that day was probably going to be one of the last ever gigs that he was going to ever do, because he knew he was so poorly at the time. But you would never have been able to tell by the energy that he had on the stage. You could see that he was loving every second of it.
You've got some of your knitwear on as well, and didn't he say something about actually lending you the stage?
Yes, he did. Just before we went on, I don't know if you guys can remember. He said to us, "Right, lads, that's my stage. I'm going to lend it you for an hour. Go out and enjoy yourselves and make them smile." And that was a really nice moment. And I did see later on Clive Lane, who I mentioned earlier. I got a lovely photo of Mark actually stood in the wings watching on, looking quite proud, which was a really nice thing, because he'd always been so good to us, and I got the impression that he was pleased we finally made it to Cropredy, which was a nice moment. It was lovely to have him out there.
Is there anything that you'd like to add, Alan, to that?
It was pure joy being on there with Mark, all of us, and Tom, the devil. It was just so joyous, and I can remember backstage at Acoustic Festival, talking to Simon Nicol, and he said that we'd got some powerful friends that were, and I knew that he meant Martin Alcock, somebody who was trying to get us on at Cropredy. So bless him, without him, we wouldn't have been there, and that's true.
When you said that just gave me goosebumps, and I'm not really good with the arms and legs department, but it was lovely. And really, I mean, what an ending. You got Tom on Scott's security duty on the dinghy, you got Bjorn running around like an absolute loon on the guitar on Jump Around, you've got Alan giving it some on the cameras. Is there anything else that the three of you would like to add before I finish the final link and go for a lie down? I think we'll start with Bjorn again for that.
Well, it's up there. Certainly, it's in the top 2 for me, best gigs ever. The only competition it's got was Glastonbury, but it was amazing, and I'm gutted that it's not going to happen this year. But I'm very excited to go back next year when everyone will be really up for it, and we'll do it again, and I can't wait.
That's a lovely thing to say. And Alan?
I think next time it will. It is such a shame we can't do this year, but that's how it is. Next time, I think we're going to blow the gates off.
As Michael Caine would say, we're going to blow the bloody doors off. Oh, I'm sorry, I just swore there. That was a bit.
I cleaned it up, Gloria.
Well, I'm from Scotland. I don't give a hoots. Come on, right? As it is, Scott, is there anything else you'd like to add?
For me, I mean, like Bjorn said, it's up there. For me, it is probably my favourite gig that we've ever done. It was lovely to be out there. It felt an honour to be out there, and it was lovely to be out there with my 2 best friends. We went out and we went into it as a team, and I think we came out of it an even stronger team as a result.
A slightly tipsy, stronger team, but a team nonetheless.
No, that was only the beer that they brought us during the signing. But other than that, I mean, yeah, it was just a magical afternoon to do that, and then obviously we got to sit and watch all the other acts later on the evening. And Fairport absolutely tore the field a new one at the end of the night, with Mark going back out to play his final show, and it was just incredible. And yeah, I was just dead chuffed to have been part of it. So yeah,
same here.
Well, all there is to say is thank you very much to all the Doonicans for being part of my big scoop, and it's been absolutely lovely to chat to you, and hopefully we might be able to see you again soon or chat again soon. But for now, let's enjoy the ending to the Cropredy 2018 set, and here's to Cropredy 2021 and the Bar-Steward Sons of Val Doonican. It's good night from me, Gloria McGlunford. I nearly forgot who I was again. And it's good night from Alan.
Good night.
And Scott.
Good night.
And Bjorn.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye.
Okay, we're coming towards the end. I'd like to welcome to the stage somebody who's been a friend and mentor, somebody who really does deserve, every accolade there is. It's Martin Doonican, or to those of you that know him, Mr. Martin Alcock. I think if there's ever a time at Cropredy this weekend where a man should have a standing ovation, it should be now. So please feel free to stand up out of your chairs, my friends. God bless you, Mark. Thanks for coming. Please welcome to the stage, the devil himself. This is a song about the time my brother from another, Mr. Bjorn Doonican. He fought the devil in Barnsley, and he won. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, the devil went down to Barnsley because he was looking for a soul to steal. He were in a bind because he was way behind and he were willing to make a deal. When he came across this young who was like, his fiddle and playing shit up, well, the devil jumped out of his big laughed up. He said, oh, I'll tell you what.
In case you didn't know it, I'm a fiddle player too. And if you care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now you play pretty good fiddle, son, I'm gonna make you see. I better fiddle a gold against your soul. I'm better than thee.
The what said?
My name's Bjorn and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet, you big rednecks, I'm best that's ever been.
Beyond you better get your bow and play a fiddle hard. Cause no butlers in Barnsley town and devil deals the cards. And if you win you get this shiny fiddle, let it go. And if you lose the devil gets your soul. Well, the devil got his fiddle. And he said, and off we go! And fire flew from his fingertips and he put up quite a show. And then he moved his fingers up and down and it made an evil hiss. And everybody in Cropredy joined in and it sounded so like this. Go! Shit up. Come on, everybody. All the way to the back. The devil bowed his head, because he knew that he'd been beat. And he laid his golden fiddle on the ground at Bjorn's feet. And Bjorn said,
devil, just come on back if they ever wants to try again. Because I told you once, you big damn chuff, I'm best that's ever been.
Well, he's a dude, sweet, he's living in town. Show what's crack and bust around. Devil's going out to number one. He's for the Bar-Steward son. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you very much. We've been the Bar-Steward sons of Doonican. Martin Orcock, folks. that stupid thing of walking off and coming back on again, but to be fair, we've not got time. So let's just do this. You look like quite an intelligent audience. I'm going to start over here. Where's the bar? No, where's our bar? Where is it? Give us a wave if you got... Oh, it's here.
There it is.
There's our bar. I'm going to see if I can make it to the bar. Should we do it? Yeah! Cropredy, are you ready for the first time some South Yorkshire hip-hop has come to Cropredy? Let's do this crazy shit.
Yes! Thank you, good night!
Turn it up! Here we go! Come! I want to see every single person in this field unless you've got a note from your mum jumping around. Jump! Listen up, listen in, we're about to begin. I came to sing, fuck me what I sing. You don't get your back up if we turn the sound up. That's how we roll till the horror just cracks up. Get up, stand up, come on and shut your hands up. If the crowd are really making me silly, well, don't wear a string, that's not a ho-ho. White to pot pie, that'll take the first spell. Think it, funky, we ain't got a good pick. Got more beats and seeds in a pumpkin, don't be sharp. Enough of wait, stop. We got more beats than you kids on block. We counting it down, counting it down. Get out your seats and jump around, come on. Jump around. Jump around! Jump on the top and get down! Jump! 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 Everybody jump! Everybody jump! Everybody jump! Just serve me a pint of real ale and crap. I know I can jump because I've never been down. We're here from the wall of here with the brothers, so I've got more right. The can't let the movement just like the Bar-Steward celebrator. For anybody rocking pajamas concerned, right lyrics for you to have fun. Have you have some? Absolutely. Rapping don't scam, wanna run out of breath. We wear tank tops so we don't catch us dead. Is there a little thrill? We get the thrill when the Bar-Steward does. We get the thrill when we're turning it down. Turning it down. Get on your seats and jump around, jump around. Come on, Cropredy. Jump around. Jump around. Jump on, come on, to get down. Jump. Everybody jump. Everybody jump. Everybody jump. Okay, where's the devil? Devil? I want my thing. Is it over here? It's over here. Where is it? Where's the boat? Brilliant. Let's do this. Let's see if we can do this. Sorry, 1 minute. Okay. We ready? Move it! Everybody move it! Everybody move it! Keep it going, come on! Keep it going! Bring him back! It's useful! Bring me back! You need to go back! Please bring him back! Keep it going! Move me! Everybody down. Everybody down. Unless you got a note from your mum. All the way to the back. Come on. Brilliant. Okay. First of all, big shout out to Bjorn Doonican. Alan Doonican. The devil himself. Mark Orcott. The camera crew. And you guys absolutely made it shit up. Thank you to Fairport Convention Parameters. On the count of 4, you're going to jump like you've never jumped in your chuffing lives. Are you ready, Cropredy? I said, are you ready, Cropredy? Here we go. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump around, come on. Jump around. Jump around. Jump on, jump up again, Dad. Jump, jump, jump. Everybody jump. Everybody jump. Everybody jump. Jump around. Jump around. Jump around. Jump on, jump up again, Dad.
Cropredy, you are amazing.
Thank you so much. We've been the Bar-Steward Sons of Doonican. We hope to see you again someday. Cheers. Mark,
we're doing a bow. We're doing a bow. Take a bow.
God bless. See you again. Cheers.
Yes,
Cheers, Cropredy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is official. The Bar-Steward Sons of Doonican have been a big hit at Cropredy, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, that was the end of the Cropredy show from 2018. Thank you very much if you were there. It was a whole heap of fun to perform for you if you were, and if you weren't, well, hopefully you've now seen it. And thank you for tuning in tonight. I mean, you could have been watching Fairport because they've been doing their show tonight from last year. Massive shout out to Fairport as well, because I mean, obviously, had it not been for Fairport and had it not been for Mark, we would never have got to Cropredy. Because a band of our size, you know, we are a daft little comedy band from Barnsley. You know, to do something on that scale was off the scale. So yeah, we had a lovely day that afternoon. With Mark and his wife Jan, and all the wonderful crew there. It was just an incredible experience. Anyway, I'm gonna finish the show tonight with this, and I want to thank everybody for your support over all of the weeks that we've been doing this. You can still do the shit raffle. There is still time, but thank you very much to all of you for tuning in and being part of it. I'm gonna and as some kind of, I suppose, a reward for it, you know, for your loyalty. I'm gonna play you a new song. This is gonna be the opening track of the next album. The new album is gonna be called Rough and Leaf, or Rough and Ready as it is in Old English, after Legion Leaf. And this is the first time I've ever performed this live to anyone. And on the studio version, when it's all out, it will feature Dave Pegg and Dave Maddox, who've kindly, you know, done their parts already. To be part of what hopefully will sound awesome when it's done. I'm gonna have to just see if I can get, you know, do it in an acoustic way for the first time ever, and we'll see how it goes. This is going out to Neil Murray and Peter Bryant because they actually asked for this particular song, as it would have been had I not parodied it. It goes like this. Bank holiday on the 1st of May is the best one of the year, where I plan to spend good company and most of my wage on beer. To Barnsley Folk Club I did go to have fun with my peers. I heard their sing-around was good, their ale and atmosphere. The very first rule of Folk Club is not to talk of it, or the world of beige entailed inside in Aaron or double knit. But I turned up open-minded, cause I'm an open-minded bloke. But if the future of folk depends on it, we've got no bloody hope.
'cause I waited for my turn to come. I tuned up in advance, but before I got my time to shine, I lost my chuffing chance. 'Cause who jumps up but Margaret Gove, and everyone did yawn. She's the queen of the epic broadside song of 70 verses long. Old Maggie's been on the folk scene since Moses was a lad. She loves boring song after boring song, but only if they are trad. No Fairport or Bob Dylan, 'cause they're too modern for Maggie Gove. Every song she sings begins in May, 'cause that's when wild rovers rove. Songs of maidens young and fair going down by the greenwood side, with knackered moral compasses and their legs spread open wide. Or sea shanties about whaling fleets, or ballads of wars long gone. Now breaks the stride of Maggie Gove, no, she just rambles on. Bit ragged. That was meant to sound a bit more Led Zeppelin than that did. Shall we try again? It goes. I bet Jimmy Page is shitting himself. Now I've learnt the rules about folk songs. They're about sex, death and politics, or burning folk in a wicker man under a solar eclipse. But certain folk songs trouble me. What's the fuss about Maidenhead? And why do all the happy couples always end up dead? And why do comely maidens have fun rolling in the hay before the bombshells quaintly drop that the merry ploughboy's gay? But back now to my tale of woe, although I did digress. It took the length of the last 7 verses for things to progress. After a 10-minute introduction of where she collected it, I knew right then that Maggie's song would be a steaming pile of shit. Then Maggie Gove composed herself, she coughed and cleared her throat. Then unaccompanied she'd sang like she kick-started a goat. With her finger placed tight in her ear, she meandered through her tune. But apparently both fingers in mine makes me extremely rude. And the rest of the bearded folky folk had heard her drone before. But little did I know at verse 60 there were another 54. Da 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 da. My beer glass soon ran empty, but folk etiquette dictates you don't leave your seat till the singer's done, no matter how long it takes. Her boring ballad blundered on as dread consumed that place, and if Cecil Sharp came back right now, I'd shoot him in the face. Survival instinct consumed me, 'cause I'd not be press-ganged yet. I took my chance while I stood good and thought bollocks to etiquette. Well, long before I reached my final verse, I lost my mind and cracked. I put my guitar back in its case and vowed to never go back. So I left that most archaic place, browbeaten, mentally scarred. I consider other music clubs, but jazz is much too hard.
I'll end it like that. I will get to the point where I'll learn that properly, because we've got from now until next May to get it right, I suppose. I'm going to finish the show tonight with this. Thank you so much if you tuned in. From myself and Amanda, we're going to say goodbye for now. We're going to leave you with this. Loads of people asked for this song. Ian Parker, Welsh Kev, Shirley Ingram, Amanda Ong, Margaret Kirk. But I'm going to dedicate it tonight to all of those people, all of you watching, and also to Fairport Convention, for just being the elder statesmen of the folk world and just being the incredible, lovely people they are. So this is my version of Meat on the Ledge.
We used to say there'd come the day we'd all be making songs or finding better words. These ideas never lasted long. The way is up along the road. The air is growing thin. Too many friends who tried, blown off this mountain with the wind. Meet on the ledge, we're gonna meet on the ledge. When my time is up, I'm gonna see all of my friends. Meet on the ledge, we're gonna meet on the ledge. If you really mean it, it all comes round again. Yet now I see I'm all alone, but that's the only way to be. You'll have your chance again, then you can do the work for me. Meet on the ledge, we're gonna meet on the ledge. When my time is up, I'm gonna see all of my friends. Meet on the ledge, we're gonna meet on the ledge. If you really mean it, it all comes round again. Meet on the ledge, we're gonna meet on the ledge. When my time is up, I'm gonna see all of my friends. Meet on the ledge, we're gonna meet on the ledge. If you really mean it, it all comes round again. Meet on the ledge, we're gonna meet on the ledge. When my time is up, I'm gonna see all of my friends. Meet on the ledge, we're gonna meet on the ledge. If you really mean it, it all comes round again. Meet on the ledge, we're gonna meet on the ledge. When my time is up, I'm gonna see all of my friends. Meet on the ledge, we're gonna meet on the ledge. If you really mean it, it all comes round again.